Talofa guys, welcome back to another Sunday cooking episode here on our channel. It is Sunday here in Samoa, and today I'm really not feeling like omu, so we're just gonna do a saka. And today's food is very simple, nothing flash as well. I'm just gonna do a saka, luau, supo moa, and we also have a bit of pork here from Momilpua Aivao. So nga saka, we boiled it last night, and the night before but now we're gonna use it today for the feed. Also, we need to head to the cattle farm probably later on, because the truck had an issue yesterday, and it's stuck at the cattle farm. So we're gonna go check it up today. Uncle parked it there because it couldn't start anymore. So yeah, not a very busy Sunday, but we'll try and get the food out of the way. So hope you guys enjoy today's content. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share our channel, guys, and yeah, get started. So for the saka, we're just gonna do banana and taro. Got taro in the back there. Take off our ngakwe, and then ele fali for saka because we're gonna do a luau as well. So I'm gonna get started on the taro. So we've got the saka going. Taro is already inside, but the bananas goes last because they usually cook quite easily, so I'm leaving that for last. But the taro's in. It's been about 20 minutes since we placed in the taro. So after the saka, we'll get started on the other stuff. Also, I need to pluck some taro leaves for our luau. Right fam, so we're in the kitchen at the moment. Saka's taking a bit long, only because I did the taro as a whole rather than breaking them up, because more meal. But we need to get some luau for the luau, so we're just gonna pop to the plantation next to the house to grab some luau. get started on the soup, the chicken soup we're trying to do, just so that you know, there's enough time to build the soup. Alright, so we've just finished, yeah, that's better. So we've just finished cutting up in there, but I need to clear up the pot, but the water is inside the pot. So this is a bu'a aivao, those roaming wild boars have here. So see, so we've, the past 2 days, saka just so that malu. And what we're going to do today is just roast it. You know my dad used to do this a lot. He would like saka 2-3 days on and off, or preferably he likes vaisami asusa o merswasami isaka yang faspo because for me mangong and fasa ola kalanga. We're gonna pop this in the oven and free this up so that we can use it for the soup, and then we'll check on the saka. Alright fam, so now that low saka, I'll probably give it another 10-15 minutes, and then the saka will be done. Chicken soup is on. The pork is now also inside the ongaumu, so I think we're doing pretty good for time. So I'm just going to get started on the luau, and then yeah, I think that's it for us today. Pop the luau on. I'm just going to add a bit of water first to begin steaming it for probably half an hour, and then after that we'll add the coconut cream. So the water is just to soften the leaves and steam it a bit so that it's nice and soft, and then we can get to adding the coconut cream. Alright guys, so just a bit of an update. Saka is now finished. Yeah. Very nice. Here's some more fight. There's a secret to this, but I'll tell you guys later. Taro is also set, so I just wanted to show you guys out here. So most of the water is evaporated now, and now it's nice and soft. So I've turned down the heat, and now I'm going to add in the coconut cream. Just some of the cucumbers there from the farm. You guys know we're doing vegetables now. Bok choy, some tomatoes over there. So that's all for the soup. Everything's going well at the moment. I've just turned the pork a bit. Turned it, flip sides so that the other side can get some heat. So far we're doing pretty good. So I think only thing left might be the sausages we need to fry for the kids. Over there, just prepping our veggies for the soup. We're gonna put in cucumber, tomato, and pak choy. So, it's what we've got, and probably make the use of it. Coming along, very nice taste, absolutely awesome. Chicken is also doing well. Yeah, I think so far we're doing pretty good. No, I think that's it. Oh, and the sausages. All right, so we've got one of my favorite new noodles. Better than Maggie, to be honest. FMF chow tomato flavor. Gonna pop this in the soup. Love the tanginess, the flavor packs these have, which goes well with our soup today. Sorry. I'm very sorry. Ali so fanga nga pua, puso pa pua, nga ay pua ay bao. Alright fam, so I've gone ahead and started on the sausages. We are almost about done with the sausages, but after that I may need to do a gravy. Sausages there. Those are for the kids, but I may need to start making a gravy just for the first pua because it is a bit dry now. Saka, so just a bit of gravy. One of the slight changes we're doing with the gravy, when we usually do gravy, we just add bland water to the actual gravy. It starts to brown up. But the change we're doing now is I've got quite a lot of soup stock from the soup we did, so we're going to add that, which is more nice and flavorful rather than just bland water. So that's what we're going to use to build the gravy, which I think will turn out pretty good. Right, so we've got the gravy here, the soup stock here. You guys can see, look in there, right there, look in there. Alright, and that's what we're going to be using to add into the gravy. So we're just waiting for the flour to brown up a bit, and then we'll add it in. Alright fam, so we've probably, yeah, we've come to the end of our episode. No, we've not. Well, I think anyways, I'll show you guys the results because I'm not even sure if this is the end of the episode. As I mentioned, I may be going to the cattle farm today to try and see what's the problem with the car. So I'll quickly show the results and then we may come back. But result is finished of our food today. Very excited to show you guys. Let's switch on the flash. Ooh, there we go. There we go. We've got our roast bu'a here, roast pig, bu'a iwa with a bit of gravy that we did. We've got our luau. We've got our supu and our saka. So yeah, that's it, guys. It's nothing fancy today. Don't worry about those hairs. We don't eat the hair. We eat the ango. So yeah, guys, that is our toonai today. So I'm just gonna quickly pan into the slow-mo and let you guys just, you know, have a further look of the toonai, and then we will catch up afterwards because I think we might head to the cattle farm to finish off this episode. Team, we are back after toonai. I had to go pick up, me and the kids had to go pick up my wife. She went to Siave for some work stuff, if you guys see there. And then yeah, came back, got some rest, and then now we're heading off to the cattle farm now. It's a bit after 4:30 at the moment, so we're gonna head off to the cattle farm and try and see if we can, with the limited knowledge I have, the limited mechanic knowledge, see what's wrong with the car. So we'll see you when we get there. Fam, so we're almost there to where the car is. I'm just walking in the middle of the road here and just trying to find traces of any signs of what could have happened. Maybe like oil leaks. It's hard for oil leaks because it was pouring, but what the gist of what Uncle said happened was that he heard a loud thump. Not too loud, when the car was going downhill in the front there. And then there's a point where we usually turn in so that we can reverse the car, but then he couldn't put the car into reverse anymore, so he changed the gear to reverse, but the car kept going forward. So he decided to put the car in park, but it was still moving forward. So probably something with the transmission, but hope it's nothing serious. We'll see what we can do. All I've brought is a screwdriver and a Swiss Army knife. If you guys can see the car down there. All right, poor baby. We'll see what we can do. But down here towards here is where he heard the loud bang, and that loud bang usually does happen only because the road is really carved out at the moment from the heavy rain. So, all right, so there's your first sign right there. It's obviously something where maybe the diff or the vibration dampener underneath the car could have made contact with the ground. Yeah, that's probably one clue there. So we'll have a better look down there. That's where the car is. There's another clue here. So see, it's a lot more apparent, those scratches. Man down. Tell him. Why you eat shit? Okay. I'll put also. Hey, friend, me or they young and I want to fight them. You ever eat? Wait, shit. So, I'll power Missy let it young camera. Hey. Alright, we'll catch you down where the car is. I need to focus on walking properly. Alright, so first of all, I just want to quickly check something. We're here at the car. One of the issues I'm thinking is probably something electrical. That the car is not picking up, because obviously in order to change gears you need to press the brake, especially coming back from park. But maybe the car is not getting the actual signal. All right. The car off. Yeah, Omi. All right, take it. So that's good. You can see the lights coming on. I obviously thought it might have been a blown fuse. That the brakes are not picking up. So yeah, we're gonna have to go down underneath the car and just have a quick look. All right, so see, the car is coming on, but you can't switch it. If you switch it like this, no ignition. So that's probably the reason why when Uncle said he turned off the car was still in motion. So maybe that's why. Maybe the transmission is still in gear. I don't know how he was able to turn it off, but maybe the thing is still in gear, and that's why it won't switch on like some cars, you know, when it's on neutral. You can't switch it on, some stuff like that. But yeah, well, I'll just quickly go through some stuff here, and then I'll get back to you guys. Alright fam, so I'm actually underneath the vehicle now, just looking at the connection of the wires, the transfer cases. So far I don't see anything, you know, something that snapped or anything. If you guys could see there, back to the diff, looks all good. So I'm pretty confident that it's probably something electrical. Just don't know where at. But yeah, I'll just keep looking, and we'll get back to you afterwards. Alright fam, so disconnected the battery terminal, just so to see if we can try and reset the computer, and then see if it'll switch on, just so that we can, I just want to get it into drive or reverse so I can get the car back backwards, and if it can limp itself home. So we're going to reconnect it and then hopefully start. So just switched on the car, and I think I see the problem. See, so the car is in drive, still in drive, yet then the shifter is in park. So obviously there's some sort of broken electronic connection that is not telling the car to switch into park. So it may be something to do. I think I'm confident now that it's something electrical. It's hopefully, it does feel a bit, when I switch from parked going towards like so when I go park to drive is okay. Anything, I mean to neutral is okay. Coming down to drive is a real problem. So it could be something electrical, could be mechanical. But I think that's the main reason why the car is not switching on at the moment, is because it's still stuck in drive. Despite the shifter now being in park. So it could be mechanical or it could be electronic. But that's settled. Yeah, not too happy. Alright fam, it's I think we're coming up to an hour and a half since we've been here. Me and Siave completely gutted out the transmission, the gear panel. But I think we found the problem. So if you can see that bit there, so that black bit there, that's the one that's supposed to attach to the lever, so that when the lever moves it actually attaches onto it. So I think it must have slipped off from some sort of attachment there. We'll try and figure it out. It's probably that black thing there. So me and Siave will try and see what we can do, just so that we can, that's probably our best bet at the moment, based on what I'm going through in my head, in trying get in the reason why the car is still stuck in drive, because I know that lever coming out is actually the one that's responsible for changing the gear. So if it's come loose from the actual attachment on the, you guys get it. All right, so we'll see what we can do here. Fingers crossed this will work and we can get the car home. All right fam, so I don't think if you can see it, but I've actually attached it, so it's now attached to there. I think just see if this works. Is it in park? It's in park! Is it a switch on? It's switched on! Hi baby, see? Alright, I found nga si nga king ipo o hoy nga. Color ko yung king po amarfay ay me. So it's on. I think we've solved the problem. So I'm just looking at what actually happened. There's a bushing, or not a bushing, but sort of like a rubber attachment on that lever, and it's become brittle, which is why it's actually broken and loosened off. But usually it's attached directly onto the thing, and as a result it's become loose. So that's why the car was still stuck in drive. And you know, that's me trying to deduce the problem down to what's actually going on. And I'm just really glad that we were able to this bad boy up on Sunday. Again, you know, you're not supposed to solisa paki, but Talofa came for the cows, also for the car for our weekly operation. So guys, I'm really glad we got the car running again. I know Uncle will be happy as well, but it just goes to show that, you know, never give up. And you know, if you use a bit of noggin, you'll eventually get there, and also a bit of praying as well. So it helped that you know, we were praying on Sunday. I'm really glad that we've got the car fixed now, and solved this issue. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode as much as I did. I really do appreciate the support on the channel, and this is what it's like to be a farmer, solving your own problems. You know, sometimes it's not always easy, but you know, you got to make it work. So hope you guys enjoyed the episode today. We'll definitely catch you guys on our next episode. Until then, God bless, take care, stay safe, have a great week, and we'll see you guys soon.